You're chasing something right now. Maybe you don't call it that. Maybe you call it a goal, a feeling, a vibe. But deep down, you want to be happy. And you have no idea which version of happy you even mean. Here's the thing nobody tells you. The harder you chase that feeling, the less you feel it. People who set happiness as their main goal end up with far fewer good moments than people who don't. That's not a guess. That's what the data shows. So if chasing it makes it worse, what are we supposed to do? Give up? Not quite. But the answer is stranger than you think. Because happiness isn't one thing. It never was. It's at least four. And most people spend their whole life stuck on just one of them. Think about it this way. You're standing in a plaza. 4 roads stretch out in front of you. Each one has a guide at the entrance, waving you over, swearing their path is the right one. The first guide is loud, fun, covered in confetti. That's pleasure. The second is calm, patient, holding a small tree in a clay pot. That's virtue. The third carries a lantern into a dark tunnel. That's meaning. And the fourth sits still in a small boat, eyes closed, waves crashing around them but not a flinch. That's calm acceptance. Each road has real science behind it. Each one works, up to a point, and each one breaks down if you walk it alone. Let's start where most people start. Pleasure. It feels obvious. Good food, laughter, a perfect sunset. Your team winning the big game. Your brain floods with a feel-good chemical. You feel alive. And here's the thing. It's not wrong. When researchers tracked how people felt across hundreds of daily moments, most of those moments were pleasant. Only a small slice were bad. So the math looks great, right? More good moments, more happiness. Simple. But here's the catch. Your brain adjusts. Fast. Think about the last time you got something you really wanted. A new phone, a new job, a new place. Remember that rush? Now think about 3 months later. That rush was gone. The phone was just a phone. The job was just a job. Your brain reset to where it was before, like a thermostat clicking back to its default setting. Researchers tracked people who won the lottery. At first, they were thrilled. But within months, their happiness had drifted back almost to where it started. The spike melted like ice cream in July. This pattern shows up everywhere. Marriage, big raises, moving to a dream city. The joy is real, but it fades. Your brain treats pleasure like a drug. It builds a tolerance. You need more and more to feel the same high. So if pleasure keeps fading, what lasts longer? That's where the second road comes in. Thousands of years ago, a Greek thinker argued that happiness wasn't about feeling good. It was about being good, living with courage, wisdom, justice, and self-control. Not because it felt amazing in the moment, but because it built something inside you that couldn't be taken away. Modern research backs this up. When scientists measure things like personal growth, strong bonds, sense of purpose, and self-worth, those scores track with life satisfaction far more closely than mood alone. The link is strong and stable. It doesn't fade after 3 months like a lottery win. Think of it like planting a tree versus buying cut flowers. The flowers look great today. They're dead by Friday. The tree takes years. It's boring at first. Just dirt and a stick. But give it time, and it gives shade, fruit, and shelter. Virtue works the same way. Slow growth, deep roots, lasting returns. But here's where it gets hard. Virtue is not fun. Not at first. Choosing patience when you want to explode. Choosing honesty when a lie is easier. Choosing the right thing when nobody's watching. It's a grind. And that grind is exactly why most people bail and go back to the pleasure road. So what about the third path? The one with the lantern? A man sat in a camp during the worst of the Second World War. He'd lost his wife, his family, his life's work. Everything that gave his life shape had been stripped away. And yet, in the middle of that horror, he noticed something. The prisoners who found a reason to keep going, even a small one, survived longer. Not always, but often enough to matter. He spent the rest of his life building a form of therapy around that idea. The core claim was simple. When people find personal meaning, even in the worst pain, something shifts inside them. Clinics that used his approach saw huge drops in depression. Patients who kept journals about their values and goals showed real, measured relief. Meaning didn't erase the suffering, but it changed what the suffering meant. Here's the part that surprises people, though. Meaning doesn't always feel good. In fact, chasing something meaningful can make you feel worse in the short term. Think about a parent waking up again and again with a sick child, or a volunteer spending weekends at a shelter instead of the beach. The daily mood dips, but the sense of purpose holds steady underneath, like bedrock beneath shifting sand. That tension is real. Pleasure says feel good now. Meaning says endure now. Build something that outlasts the pain. They pull in opposite directions, and that's why neither one alone is enough. Now the fourth road, the quiet one, the one most people walk right past. Picture a small boat in rough water. Waves slam the hull, wind howls, and in the center of the boat, someone sits still. Not frozen, not checked out, actively steady. Their hands adjust the sail. Their eyes track the waves. But inside, there's no panic. Just calm attention. That's acceptance. And it's not what most people think it is. People hear calm and think lazy. They hear acceptance and think giving up. But the brain scans tell a different story. When someone practices this kind of steady, accepting attention, a specific part of the brain lights up. It's different from the pleasure center. It's linked to good choices, clear thinking, and long-term planning. At the same time, their stress drops hard. And the bonding chemical, the one linked to trust and closeness, goes up. This isn't sitting on a cushion doing nothing. This is training your mind like an athlete trains their body. It's hard work that looks easy from the outside. But here's where all four roads run into the same wall. You'd think the smart move is to pick the best road and commit. Go all in on virtue, or double down on meaning, or master acceptance. But the research says something strange. The more you treat happiness as a goal, any version of it, the more it slips through your fingers. In one study, researchers told a group of people to focus on being happy for a week. Just value it. Put it first. Think about it often. By the end of the week, that group felt far fewer good moments than a group who got no instructions at all. Chasing happiness didn't just fail, it backfired. Why? Because the chase turns you into a judge of your own life. Every moment becomes a test. Am I happy yet? What about now? And when the answer is no, and it often is, you feel worse than if you'd never asked. It's like trying to fall asleep. The harder you try, the more awake you become. Now, a fair pushback. Some people would say none of this matters much because happiness is mostly genetic. Twin studies suggest that roughly half of your baseline mood is set at birth. Your genes hand you a thermostat, and no matter what you do, the temperature drifts back to the same spot. If that's true, why bother with any of these roads? It's a strong point, and it's partly right. You can't rewrite your DNA with a journal entry. But partly right is not fully right. The other half is a mix of your choices, your habits, your bonds, and yes, which roads you walk. If you're born with a thermostat set low, you can't will it to high. But you can wear a warmer coat. You can seal the walls. You can light a fire. The tools matter even when the starting point is fixed. And here's where the real insight lands. The people who report the most stable sense of well-being over years, not days, not months, years, aren't the ones who went all in on one road. They blended. Monday morning might be a jog in the park, pure pleasure, wind in your face. Tuesday evening might be sitting with a friend in crisis, meaning work, draining but vital. Wednesday could be writing down what you're grateful for, a small act of acceptance. Thursday, you hold your tongue when someone cuts you off in traffic. That's virtue. Tiny, invisible, but real. No single one of those moments would score high on a happiness quiz. But together, over time, they weave something stronger than any one road could build alone. There's a reason the garden grows better with sun, rain, good soil, and pruning. Remove anyone and the plant still grows, but it leans. It breaks in the first storm. Give it all four and it holds. The tricky part is that this balanced approach has no brand. Nobody sells it on a poster. You can't put it in a 3-step morning routine. It's messy. Some weeks, meaning takes the lead. Other weeks, you just need to laugh with a friend. Some days, the smartest thing you can do is sit still and let the waves pass. But that's exactly the point. The quest for a single answer to happiness is what keeps people stuck. They bounce from one guru to the next, one book to the next, one app to the next, always looking for the one road. And each road delivers something real for a while before the old restlessness creeps back. What if the restlessness isn't a sign that the road is wrong? What if it's a sign that you need more than one road? Think about the people you know who seem truly at peace, not performing peace, not posting about it, actually steady. They're rarely the ones chasing the next high. They're rarely the ones grinding through meaning work every waking hour. They're rarely the ones who sit in silence all day. They do a bit of each, not perfectly, not on a schedule, just a mix that shifts with the season. If you made it this far and something clicked, there's a lot more at this depth on the channel. Drop a comment and tell me which road you've been stuck on. I'm curious. 4 roads fan out from the same plaza. You don't have to pick one. You never did.